up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Jacksonville. From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play 1, and Prescott to the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This looks like a free play for Prescott. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Prescott. The quick slant caught.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Now here's Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott from the gun. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks him.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on first down, Prescott
out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 32 yards.
And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan,
75 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rodgers again now.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Tunyon. Touchdown. Robert Tunyon. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final. First and 10. Here's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Oh, nice move. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing, Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still with it.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard from 19 yards away. And the Packers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Prescott now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.